Dog, you know what I don't like about you, dog? I got a whole list of things. Since you shining with your ornaments, then I'm gonna bring a fifth of flame. Mm-hmm. It's a wrap when I'm present. Y'all gonna think a gift came. You gonna see so many police car lights when I make him see Christ. Y'all gonna think Christmas came. Uh-huh. You don't want that static fam, that matic blam, make niggas get in line like a traffic jam. And I don't want to hear all this about you package gram, because you going to make me grab the van, slide the doors, pop the tech. You got a vest, I'm hitting hat and pants. Light work.
Don't quote me, episode 7.
Yeah, we there.
Yeah, last one was 6, so this will make this 7, man. Yeah. Let's hop right off into it. We got King of the Dot has Blackout. So for those of y'all at home that don't understand or know what Blackout is, it's like a mystery battle rap event, right? So what happens is they book everybody on the card and they'll tell you the 1 or 2 main event battles for each day if it's a 2-day event. Mm-hmm. But what actually happens is they just announce the battlers individually and you got to guess who's going to battle at the event. Right, and you don't know until they pop up and it's their time to battle live, which I think is one of the most creative concepts in battle rap. So for Blackout 8, the 2 main events they announced was Geechee Gotti versus Holohan, and Ilmac versus Rum Nitty.
Fire.
You know what I'm saying? So what do we think about those 2 main events? Is that enough? This is the big King of the Dot comeback.
Fire.
Those are 2 fire. Those names.
Yo,
those
shout out to Organic because he made sure he got Geechee Gotti and Big K in the country.
Yes,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
he said he paid 15 racks. Right?
Paid 15 racks to a lawyer fees. That's crazy.
That is
for them to come battle. You know what I'm saying? Because Canada mad strict. You know what I mean?
Shout out to
I know
Organic.
personally. So yeah,
you got stopped at the border before?
Yeah, for sure. I had a 5-year ban in Canada, but besides that, it's expired now. We good.
I personally love Canada. My daughter was born in Toronto. Shout out to the 6. You know what it is.
I noticed that Ilmac is, even though he's not from that side of battle rap, he be cooking niggas whenever he get the opportunity. He either cook niggas or he have a classic. Mm-hmm. Like, is it time for us to start ranking Ilmac higher? Because when people say the top 10, top 15 names, whether it's all time or active, we never say Ilmac, but he's one of the premier lyricists in battle rap.
Yeah, he's one of the very few people that when you hear his name matched up against with another top tier nigga, you don't never think he's just gonna get washed. So for that to be said, there's no reason why he shouldn't be mentioned with the elite when we talking about the top 10, 15 battlers, for sure.
Right, so, and then Geechee and Holohan, right? Well, first of all, the Ilmac battle, like, Rum Nitty is extra popular. Yes. So I'm pretty sure that most people in their prediction is going to say, Rum Nitty 2-1.
Nah.
Probably going to be the consensus. Like, what? Go ahead.
I'm one of those.
Now, are we going back based off the white and black factor or no?
This is a race relation.
No,
for me.
this is strictly skill set.
Absolutely. Yeah, he's too lyrical. It's like the punchline guy, bro. Like,
it's level.
Yeah.
So, but Ilmac ain't on his level.
Ilmac is a
level.
A seasoned veteran. You know what I mean? Like, almost kind of like passwords. Like, you can never sleep on these guys. No. But Rum Nitty out the country, I'm with it.
Yeah.
I actually think Ilmac has advantage out the country, because when I think of Ilmac out the country, I think of him and DNA, and I feel like DNA wasn't fully. I know PC gonna kill me, but I feel like DNA wasn't fully prepared for everything that Ilmac brought to the table. And like, I think about like Big K versus Ilmac,
classic.
You know what I'm saying? Like, I think of like Ilmac battled the blind dude, and then he wore he put on a blindfold and rap from a blind person perspective. Like, Rum Nitty is creative in crafting his lyrics, but he's not as creative with angles as Ilmac, which I think might be.
I think that might give it a twist, especially when you're talking about being in Canada, which is kind of more of a softer type of crowd. Not a, you know how we like our gangster rap. It's not really like that. So I would say because of that, Illmatic definitely has a
Illmatic.
I'm sorry, Illmatic.
If his name Illmatic, he'd be undefeated.
Illmatic, you might need to change your name to Illmatic for sure. But because of that, I think he'll have a puncher's chance because of the crowd, and they'll definitely respond to him. But if Rum Nitty wows them with this punchline ability, they might lean back the other way.
Do y'all feel like Geechee just gets up for the really big important battles, and you feel like Hollihan can get one over on him, or do you feel like after R.I.P. Pat Stay, Hollihan got the disaster battle? Do you feel like he about to go on a tear?
That's how I felt. You feel me? Like, especially after Pat Stay, rest in peace, passed away. That was like his best friend and all that. What I mean? And then when he came back, he did a 1-rounder versus Disaster on Stay Forever, and it was fire to me.
It would be smart of him to take Hollihan seriously in his backyard, because then he'll be in somebody else's house once again, cleaning up.
I'm gonna say the names that have been announced, and y'all tell me what the most fire matchups would be. Right?
Okay.
We got JC Thesaurus, Mike P, Carter Deems, Jay the Nightwing, Big K, Real Sick, Emerson Kennedy, Arsenal, A Ward, Lopesci, Franchise, Madflex, Tricky P, Myverse, Charlie Clips, Sharon, Loso, Pepe, and Joey Gambello.
I only got one.
Go ahead.
Jay the Nightwing versus Carter Deans.
Jay is just creative enough to make
Yes, I
that.
wanna
That's a
see
good
that.
idea. I like that.
That is.
I got
fire.
3.
Go ahead.
Arsenal, Big K.
Well,
Now-
I don't want to see no
I
battles.
like that battle.
I do.
That's
I don't want to
violent.
see
That's
any
violent.
battles.
Yeah,
Yes, I don't want to see any of those kind of matchups on the
definitely
card.
want to see
I
that.
do.
I don't want to see Big K battle someone that's kind of like unorthodox or like not gangster, because he
Yes.
did that.
Nigga said
I
not.
don't want to see him one of those not gangster guy. I don't, because Pat Stay can turn that on sometime, and if he beat Pat Stay, which he did, really like 3-0. If you can beat Pat Stay in front of a King of the Dot crowd, you can beat anybody. So I don't want to see that. I want to see Arsenal, Big K. I also want to see JC A Ward. That's what I would like to
Ooh,
see. Yes.
okay.
Yes. Yes. I don't think JC would turn into, like, he wouldn't be like, most people like try to clown and belittle A Ward, try to take that angle. JC wouldn't do that. He would just be strictly bars, and I think it would be like masterful. I think that. And then I would like to see Sharon, Charlie Clips.
I'm gonna do a wild card. I'm gonna say Real Sick versus Arsenal. Because
I like that battle.
Because Real Sick came from UW.
And they're both.
I like that.
You know what I mean?
I like that battle.
And Arsenal been calling them out for a couple of years. Like, you came from my league with the rule, like,
Not
what's up,
Arsenal
so
calling Sick out and then not
kind of makes
happening
sense
already.
in a way. And I got Big K versus Clips.
What's
I
up?
like that battle.
What's up with Clips versus Carter Deems, man?
I got my verse versus Carter
That's
James.
a great.
Is
My
it-
versus Carter Dean.
Because who else is she gonna battle?
Or any other girl? Have any other
her
girls?
battle
She the only female.
I can see her battling
I see her
Loso.
either with Loso or Carter Deems.
I'm gonna go Loso. I think my verse and Loso. That's
Why
the one I
my
want
verse
to go.
can't battle no dogs? Like my versus Arsenal.
Loso ain't a dog.
No. My
he
verse
fired.
versus
Come on.
Arsenal.
Hold on.
No, Loso dangerous, but I don't look at Loso like a dog. He's sneaky though. Next topic. I went to motherfucking Bullpen this weekend, and it was their top bull tournament. And in this tournament, they finished the tournament same day. So you're facing each other, the elimination. You face the winner until
How do
get to
they
the final.
choose? How do they choose?
They have judges there. They pick some judges, credible people out that's attending. They have one.
How many?
I think it was like 4 or 5 judges. Chef Trez was a judge. Calico was a judge. Dead Ass Talk. And then 2 guys from the South that I wasn't familiar with. But
Are they one rounders?
yeah, they were 1-rounders. And they were good. Everybody was good. But Mr. Man won. So that was really good. Shout out to Mr. Man. He's
Yo,
from
Mr.
Brooklyn.
Man is a crazy name.
Yeah, but they was talking about that shit throughout the battle. Like, why is your name Mr. Man? That shit was hilarious.
How'd you feel? There's a girl named Mrs. Woman.
She might as well come on.
Mrs. Woman sound crazier than Mr.
Mrs.
Man.
Woman sounds
Mrs.
crazy.
Woman?
Miss Woman.
I hate it
Miss
all.
Ma'am. I'll accept
Ma'am?
that from
Miss
a Southern
Ma'am?
woman. Miss Ma'am is
That's in the same.
I
That's
like
fire.
Miss
That's
Ma'am. Miss Ma'am is
Fire?
fire.
That's fire.
Fire
That's
fire.
Okay, and then we had Chef Trez versus Qleen. Crazy battle. Everybody keeps saying it's a classic. I believe it is because Qleen went first, and Qleen was so fire. I feel like Qleen stepped his pen up, stepped his talent up, like everything. And I was sitting there like, my word, gagging, like, oh my gosh, oh. You know what I'm saying? Like, Cole's really, you know, but then Trez would come, of course, with a rebuttal.
Always.
And then go crazy. So it was like, damn, like how you outdo that in every round.
3 of them
It was
things.
like that. So it has to be a classic. Because it was like Qleen lost every round, but he did not get nowhere near bodied. So I don't know. That was an amazing battle. Shout out to them. Shout out to Bullpen. Atlanta got something fire going on down here. So
Word.
yeah, that was fire. Shout out to them.
Let me pose a question to y'all.
Okay.
What is the difference between a very good battle and a classic? Because a lot of people will see a battle that's good. Oh my God, classic. Like, how can you tell something's a classic in the moment?
Can I start? When y'all ain't like skipping words,
No stumble.
just no stumbling. It's smooth. It's like a real performance. Like you're doing everything. I can understand like even the most simplistic things. Like we get it. It's going. The story's being told. Like and then it's not like a clear loser or a clear winner. It's like a fight where it's just like, oh my God, I got to see that shit again. And then it's pleasurable to watch again. Like you could watch it again and again and again, and you like, I gotta go back and watch this and this and that 10 years later because that shit is good and it's still good. That is a classic to me.
Yeah. For me, pretty much same thing. If I can rewatch it and it possibly change my opinion of who I think won, like I think the one that comes to mind for me is JC versus Chilla Jones. I remember watching that like, yo. Chilla won, and then I watched again. I'm like, I don't know. I think JC won, and then I watched back, and so I've gone back and forth so many times. And if you can get me to quote it, that means I definitely have watched it, and it's something there for me. So it can be a classic to me. Also, can be a 3-0. A classic can be a classic performance,
Classic body.
You know what I mean?
From
Like
a one-sided perspective?
Yeah, absolutely. For me, yeah. Yeah, so like
No, because when you go to watch it back, all you're gonna do is skip to the nigga rounds who had the better
doesn't
round.
matter.
Like me so much
it
that you
does-
just go
it-
back
yeah.
every time.
So,
that
for
round.
instance, like head ice versus is it tie knots?
yes.
You go back to that shit all day.
That joint is a classic,
I ain't like you tried
but
to
tie
push
knots
me or
is
nothing.
not doing nothing to contribute to it.
The lumber
That's what
leaning
I'm
nigga
saying,
make
and
him
it's
lean
not a
like-
classic.
No, but it's a classic.
That's a
performance.
classic
It's not a
ice
classic battle.
performance.
It's a classic
You have to
performance.
like identify that as a classic performance from
Yes.
so and so.
Exactly, not
it
a
cannot be
classic
a classic
battle.
battle.
Yes,
Yeah.
bro.
No, yeah, that's a classic head ice performance, not a
Yes.
classic battle.
Okay,
Yes.
we're talking about the battle as a whole.
Yeah, I agree with y'all. The battle as a whole has to be. I'm probably more of a stickler than you for this, right? So like for instance, everybody was saying Max Out had multiple classic battles, but to me like Calico versus Goods was the line. Like that was a good battle, or maybe very good battle, but I wouldn't put it in classic territory. I feel like it got to be better than that. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like A-Verb and A-Ward was like the only real classic
You
out there.
don't think Ill Will hit
Hitman?
Hitman?
I think
That was
really
one.
great.
That
I
was
think
one.
really good battle.
I
Really,
think
really good
all
battle,
three
but
of those
classic album.
battles we could go back 5 years from now, watch them, and they'll still be
But see,
good.
look, a classic is,
If that's
is,
the
is
case,
measured
then
in
they would
time.
be
What,
classic
3-0?
battle.
Yeah, no,
You can't
I'm
call it
saying
classic
still
today.
good.
Something you watch
Still
today, you
good
can't
battle.
call it
Yeah.
Not classic.
Still great to
gotta wait, a
watch.
classic
Like
is something that you
5
go back to,
years
like,
from
damn, bro,
now,
this is, like,
I
you know
could
what
watch War and Verb 5 years from now. Show a nigga that don't know about battle rap, he'll be interested. I might be able to show him good. I don't
He
know if
will.
I can show him Goods and
I don't know.
Goods and Cavill
Nah.
because of where
know.
Goods is at in his life. The way his
shit, yeah.
content might not be receivable to a new fan. Like they might look at that and be like, I'd rather not watch him.
Okay.
But Ill Will and
that's
Hitman
a
for
classic.
sure.
Yeah.
You could watch
Right.
that for sure. 5 years, I could introduce a nigga to battle rap off of that
So do
battle.
you guys look at Ill Will and Hitman as a classic?
Yes.
Yeah, it's one of them ones.
Yeah.
But and also for me, you have to be it has to be creativity coming from both sides. And when I'm saying creativity, something like I've never heard. Like your punchlines can't be a spin off of what somebody else said. Both of y'all have to be original.
Hold on,
You feel me?
What is caveat to that, right? So I don't think Geechee versus Easy was a classic. I think it was a good battle, but I think Geechee's third round was classic.
It had moments, for sure.
But it was he remixed Averb's verse.
Yeah.
Does that count as a classic verse to you? Because
No.
even though he remixed it.
No.
Yes.
No.
To me it does
No.
because he's talking to Remy. He's talking to Remy Ma.
Yeah, but
That
he used
that
the whole
carries
angle
weight.
that
That
Verb
puts
used already.
impact.
Yeah,
That puts
It was
impact
great. Don't get me
on
wrong,
what
but
he's delivering. Impact is
Yeah.
important.
it was paying
Yeah,
homage. You know what I'm saying? It worked.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
It's
Okay,
going to work.
but Verb is a 3-0 classic.
Okay. Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. Verb, that Ayo Big Gerald can be remixed as many times as it needs
No.
to be if done the right
bro.
way. And Easy
That was done
did
the
it the
right
right
way.
way because dog, he's talking to Remy Ma. Like that means something in the history of battle rap. Like that's
It was it,
bookmark.
it,
It's a
it was a
timestamp. Yeah,
historical
for
moment.
for sure.
You think that's going down like to even
I'm
like
saying
if
the
we
moment.
say
That's
the top
going
5,
down.
Yeah,
that's
it is.
going down top 5. That like the
not
Big
saying-
Gerald is gonna be in there.
No,
But
not top 5.
If
Not
I
top
were to
5.
watch a compilation of the top 10 rounds, and I were to see the Big Gerald in there, and then Geechee shit after, it's like come
but
on,
there-
bro,
but
that's
there-
kind
but
of
there-
wild,
impact, though,
bro.
it still might be entertaining.
But there is
that
one
impact
thing.
is crazy.
There's one thing about
Apples.
Geechee's round that might make it bigger as time goes on, and that's the fact that like blog sites are picking it up and they citing Geechee as the source of the information.
They're
That's a
citing
fact.
him.
That is a
So
fact.
if this shit goes up to be a bigger news story and is wild and shit, the Geechee is gonna be getting mad press from that.
It's wild.
But I think that's
Right
gonna make
now.
his round look crazier and crazier as time. So I think
Sound close.
I normally would agree with you, but I think that's the one thing that's gonna make his.
I would compare, and I know we got it from Verb, but I would compare it just like you turn on the radio and
That's a remix.
Juicy is a hit song, but it was already made before.
Yes.
So
No,
it doesn't.
hell
Oh
no,
yeah, it
bro.
doesn't.
It
We
matters.
not- oh,
Yo,
we're
it
not
matters.
doing
It doesn't.
that.
No,
It matters.
No, it
Mother-
doesn't.
That's the bar.
Hold on.
We're not doing
no,
that.
what I'm saying is it doesn't discredit a #1 hit song today just because it was made 20 years ago.
I'm sorry,
Like
it's not
you
the
play the
bars,
song,
right?
our parents be
Who
like,
is it?
that's the
It's one of those,
Commodores.
yeah.
But when we hear it, it's
We're
like,
not doing that.
oh,
That's a fact.
That's a
yeah,
fact.
no,
He
this
got
is,
a he
It
got a
matters.
point.
yeah,
That was a hit
So
that they
you can
took that- they
remix
took
it.
that
You can
from.
remake a hit, and it still definitely have its same,
And it can
brand
still
new
be a
impact.
classic, yeah.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah.
Everything you like has already been made.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Even still till this day. It's
Samples,
bad today.
Facts.
It's terrible today.
Worse now,
Maybe
yeah.
because of
It's lazy.
when we come from the era where like they felt like we feel now. I hear shit, I be like, come on. Is anything original? Bro, that's how I be feeling
I'm
now.
gonna tell you the
That's how
point.
your parents felt.
Absolutely.
Yo,
For
there was
real.
a point in hip hop when I knew it was a rap, bro. One day I woke up and I realized Goodies, Freak a Leak, and Yeah is all the same
same
song.
Yo.
Kinda.
It's the
Sort of.
same
Same
beat,
tempo.
bro.
No, yeah, and good.
He switched around a couple things in the beat machine.
No, yeah, and Freak a Leak is the actual same beat. Goodies, it's the same.
He switched around a couple things in the beat.
Little
He
bit.
phased some shit backwards, but it's the same
even
beat.
They
Yeah.
still recreated it. It's
Yeah.
still a total recreation.
Absolutely.
Goodies,
Then he got paid again when
A whole
Saweetie
nother
came out
melody.
with My Type.
they just
Yeah.
went.
Yo, he
she
got
went
4
over.
hits
Check
off
that
of
shit.
one
Boy.
off of one beat.
So did MC Hammer. What
hit's
was
a hit.
What, can't touch this?
Yes.
Yeah.
Is it Can't Touch This?
What was it?
Oh my gosh.
That was Rick James.
Rick
That's
James.
Rick
Yeah.
James, yeah.
Give it to me, baby.
Yes.
That's
Nicki just had a #1 off of it.
that's can't touch this.
It's over. It's over. And then when Kanye got popping, it was super over.
Everything that you like from Kanye has been made before.
I was told by a beat maker that it's very hard to make something from
scratch.
scratch. Like to a sound nobody ever used,
It's
blah,
hard
blah, blah.
because people aren't reading music and playing instruments. Like in order for you
Yep.
to like, really make
That
a
is a fact.
melody,
You going
would
off that
have
app,
to
pressing
play
buttons on the
instruments.
NPC
So it's
and
not
shit.
hard.
Yeah.
It ain't
It's
gonna
just
work.
that we're not
It's
doing the
different.
things
Yeah.
to be that
You
creative.
you need talent to do that, which is why I think Pharrell is the greatest producer.
can make
because
harmonies,
it's not a
though,
lot of
out your head.
sampling.
Yeah,
that
nah,
they
Like
do.
how many
everybody
pro-
ain't doing the compositions, the feed,
Yeah.
5, 4, 5.
Yeah,
all
like
that
how
shit.
many
Right.
producers
Timberland
can
too.
actually
That shit count. Like,
play an instrument
Timberland,
today?
Manny Fresh,
Right,
Pharrell, those guys are making original.
Just Blaze?
No, it's sampling.
All samples?
Just Blaze and Kanye was like the same dude.
You don't give Just ain't
no,
up there.
No, they sampling.
No, he's saying all the producers that don't rely on samples.
That don't rely on samples.
Got you.
Most of Just Blaze hits are samples.
Yeah.
Most of Pharrell, Timberland, and Manny Fresh beats are not samples.
Hold on, you said Pharrell is the
Yeah,
GOAT
Timberland makes
producer?
those things
Absolutely.
from scratch.
He's
What
the
about
GOAT?
Yes.
In this conversation or
He's
just
the
in general?
GOAT of all hip hop producers.
I don't.
Who's better than him?
Bink?
Who? Bink? I love Bink.
Yeah,
I love Bink. But hold on, here's the thing. Bink is
Look,
incredible.
Cody.
Bink is incredible.
Cody,
but he
no
doesn't-
ID.
but-
He up there.
No, but Bink.
No idea.
Bink, yeah, but Bink doesn't. He doesn't have enough songs in comparison to Pharrell. Like Pharrell was one. The Neptunes
Got
were
you.
once upon a time
Okay.
70%
I
of the
give you that.
radio. Of radio,
I feel,
the songs
I
on
feel
radio.
like, I feel like
were-
Timberland was doing the same shit that the Neptunes was doing before the Neptunes.
It's a
was doing
VA thing for sure.
Yeah.
Timberland and Pharrell are to me 1A and 1B.
Yeah.
Then some of the other ones. But shout out to Jermaine Dupri, because Jermaine Dupri is a producer that can not sample, and he can sample. He can write it. He can rap it. He can sing it. Not many people can do that. So it's a
Right.
talented guy.
So Dr. Dre just ain't in this conversation at all.
No, most people credit Dr. Dre.
Dr. Dre is like he like a
Dr. Dre
co-producer
Hold on,
type
hold on.
shit.
And
right?
where's
Like,
Scott? Where is
say
Scott Storch? Talk about playing instruments, and where is Scott Storch?
Okay.
Copy and paste.
Okay. Hold on. Most people credit Dr. Dre as the top producer of all time, and I get that because of his impact we talked about and what he's done. But when it comes to actually producing, no, his range is not. His sound. Hold on. His sound is better than everybody's. Like what he does in EQs, which is why we have Beats by Dre. But actually producing and actually making.
Yeah, when we get into super producers, it gets like.
I ain't gonna lie, the Chronic is like the best produced album.
Oh,
of all
it's what I'm
time.
saying. It sounds like him
Yeah,
and DJ
sonically,
Quick
so
are probably the
crispy.
best, have the best
engineering
ears
on
in the
it is so
game.
amazing.
But to me, Pharrell just to make Grinding and then make
Grindin', classic.
Ray J, Wait a Minute, to make
Classic.
Jay Z.
Hold on, I know you're not talking about the greatest producers of all time, and you just cited Ray J. Wait a minute as a go-to.
I'm
beat,
saying
bro.
if you can make
Come on, bro.
Bro, he's showing the range.
I'm showing the range.
I'm just saying. I wouldn't include.
I'm showing
that.
range, and I'm
It's the
saying,
good one, and I'm not Bow
I'm
Wow.
saying,
Uh-huh.
who else has made Ray J a hit?
Right.
Oh, wait a minute, it was fire.
the
That's what I'm saying. With Lil Kim on it.
One Wish. Who produced
Yeah,
One
who
Wish?
produced One Wish?
That was bigger than Wait a
Was that
Minute.
Rodney Jerkins? Maybe. That did that?
That is a classic producer.
But that's R&B though.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's
He-
R&B. Because we talk about R&B, we got to talk about Teddy Riley, and then we going to.
Yeah. So
All right,
So-
we drifted off.
hold on. I do want to say this though. If you're gonna say Dr. Dre and then you're gonna discredit him for sampling and having
discrediting
a
him.
sweatshop of producers,
No, he doesn't have that.
You gotta credit Scott Storch, bro.
Scott Storch is
Scott
has
Storch
one of the
can't be
cleanest
lower than
sounds,
10.
Has one of the
He
cleanest.
was, he was a time period though in Dre's life. You know what I'm saying?
he
Like,
might have the
wasn't-
best
he wasn't
50
there
Cent
with
beat.
the Chronic. He wasn't there in the
Listen,
90s and the 80s and
when people-
NWA. He was there for like 04, 05, 06. All
Yeah.
right, but like
And the Roots.
What? Yeah.
It's too many producers when y'all
Yeah.
start going there. Because it's like we got to
It
talk about
is.
DJ Premier. We have
Yeah.
to start talking about, like, it's
Yeah,
just-
we could talk about this all
But
day.
shout out to my favorite producer, Alchemist. That's my
I
guy.
love
that's not a bad pick
That's
at
my
all.
guy.
And he
That's
just
not a bad pick.
performed
Wow,
like for the
fire.
first time. Was,
Fire.
ooh, fire.
Alice.
So yo,
Hold Me Down is on my playlist.
Harry Fraud.
Shouts
is
to
nice
Rock
too.
Marcy. Shout
Harry
to
Fraud,
Harry
yeah, he was
Fraud.
nice. I ain't gonna lie.
Shout to Derringer.
Harry Fraud, I worked with him.
Harry, nice.
so yo, let's get into this, right? So 2 days ago,
Yeah.
I posted. Well, I saw Swamp say that he had one of the top 5 PGs of all time, right?
Okay.
And he was talking about the Your Honor battle, I believe. Right? So I thought he battled a dude named Apollo. I thought that was his PG. I didn't realize that him versus Your Honor was a PG. So that basically inspired me to go ahead and tweet my top 5 PG battles. And to my surprise, the whole culture started arguing about it. Over 20,000 views on the tweet.
We're not
that
surprised.
That was pretty fire. So I have my top 5 being Clean Paper versus B Magic,
Okay.
Bill Collector versus M City,
Okay.
Super Writer versus Newborn, Briz versus Young X, which I feel like a lot of people forgot about, but when that came out,
that's
that
the
had a
The
lot of
roasting.
noise.
That was the greatest roasting session
Right.
ever.
And then Johnny Alcatraz versus Ill Will, which to our earlier conversation, you said like a body can't be a classic But I'll make an exception for that because Johnny Alcatraz wasn't trash.
Oh,
He just
you
got
only
the
are
God
gonna go
angel
back
for
to
him.
watch Ill Will's rounds. You're gonna skip Johnny shit.
I'm okay with that though. I'm okay with
Yeah,
It's
that.
not a classic
I'm
battle.
okay. I'm
Good
okay
he
with
was.
that.
Johnny Alcatraz is such a fire name.
I'm okay with that. So who would you put above that then? Well, do you agree with the other four?
Unfortunately, yeah, absolutely, I do agree. Unfortunately, I would have replaced that with Lotta Zay and Sire Boy, but
That wasn't a
to
PG,
my-
it was just on the-
to my understanding.
one-off, yeah.
You're saying that is not a PG, but can't really think of none off the top.
Does Your Honor and Swamp belong there? Or what about QP and Rosenberg? Because it got the stop watching smack.
Hold on. Yeah, that's
No.
that's where the quote came
Stop.
from. No. Listen, that battle is, first of all, you got a lot of things in there. You have the over here we separate. Let me make a comment where somebody made a comment at. Over here we separate. Hold on. That battle is where the URL got their branding.
Word.
From Qleen, that all you're gonna do is go back and watch Qleen's rounds.
No, we will not, because Rosenberg probably won. He definitely probably won the second round. He might have won the first round, because in that is when he said, "Hey, yo, Smack, if I smacked him, will you kick me out of Smack?"
Smack if I
That's
punched
from
you?
there.
Yeah.
And he said,
word.
You kicked me out of
Oh,
smack.
wow.
Everybody
and
punched
he
me.
said, and he was like, yeah, I pull up on him, and I pull up beside you, and I'm sizing him up from the side view. He is gonna feel like he went head to head with Troy Polamalu.
Ooh, that was hard, yeah.
Rosenberg was cooking in that battle.
Bird
That was a
done
classic
got-
to me,
Bird
so.
Yeah,
is
that's a
dead
classic.
nice.
Yeah, so to me, that has to go on the list, because that one, let me say something about Qleen. Qleen Paper changed battle rap. Definitely. I'm gonna tell you how. Before this, battle rap
Him
was
and Bill.
yeah, but the Qleen Paper. Before this, battle rap was if
Yeah, Bill
you
definitely
slipped on a word, if you stumbled, if you took too much time and you paused, it was over with. You lost the round. The person might even start rapping as soon as you do that. Qleen was the first person in which he did it against B Magic, where he did the first say it again. So repeating what you just said never happened before in battle rap until him. So he had to say it again, and so he changed battle rap in a way that was like, it became a little bit more showmanship, and you got to do certain things that you couldn't do. And then when he said that about Smack, he let all the battlers that talked about street, and it was kind of like what we like. It's like, if you want to be certified in that, you gotta come to Smack. And Smack don't really rock with nothing else other than that. He might give somebody from another race a chance, but if you black and you on some weird type of time, you not coming to Smack. And they don't even want to hear that. So Qleen definitely, Mook to me made Smack. Qleen branded Smack. Tay-Rock expanded Smack, and that's where we are now.
That was a hell of a synopsis. Niggas
That
got
was
mad
really-
quiet for that.
We were. I was taking
That
that
was
all
hard.
in. Like, okay.
Daylight added antics. Bill,
Everybody did something
Oh yeah,
Bill
built this
added.
that shaped
Built
it.
this house.
But the Qleens, the bill collectors, the comedic relief, the Qleen's ability to balance it all. Qleen, Pat Stay. Even though I know Pat Stay's like, he came on Smack how many times?
Twice? 3
Pat
times?
Stay versus Tay-Rock.
Probably 3
One of my
times.
favorite battles.
Yeah, it was
So
3.
there's certain battlers that could,
Tay-Rock,
and Real Sick.
Yep. Word.
that round it off and have that balance that's like crazy.
So does Swamp versus Your Honor belong on that?
fire.
No.
No, I don't know.
Is that the battle when
Let's keep it
when
real.
Your Honor
Out of
is like-
out of all
fire.
these battles we listed,
If I keep
No.
it real,
To
I'm
me,
No.
I'm taking M
top
City.
10 maybe.
I'm taking M City off for that. Get your dinner set, because I'm the same nigga I am that I'm on the internet.
Internet,
Like,
yeah.
dog, Your Honor was cooking, and you was like, okay, I rock with this. But then once Swamp came, dog,
That was the Swamp's like defining
Oh
moment.
my
That,
God.
Yeah,
that put,
that
it
him,
made
was.
him.
It was.
that put him in the
Swamp.
game.
Yeah, I get
So
where you're
Swamp
coming from.
needs to reiterate
That's why he
that
feel
and
like
say
that, but in reality-
that was his greatest performance. That's what he needs to say.
Right, right.
Type shit.
Yeah,
So
I
what
agree with
what are you replacing the Ill Will battle with in the top?
bro.
Magic and Jaja?
Nah, the Lotta Zay and Sire Boy.
Nah, that's not a PG though. It's a
Oh, that's
one-off.
right. It's a one-off.
Yeah, you said M City.
M City and Bill,
Newborn and
Newborn and Super
Man,
Rider.
if y'all don't go on somewhere with Newborn,
What that shit?
You never seen a dope
God.
performance from Newborn?
I've seen Newborn. I've seen K-Shine spank Newborn.
Is that the one when Newborn came up with the new style? He was like, "This my new shit."
Yeah.
What?
Hold on.
Yo.
Hold on.
Yeah.
MJ, you not
Said
gonna,
it 4 different
you're
ways.
not gonna play my guy Born because he's one of the best writers in battle rap.
I came
not-
in.
He's
and
a top
man
10
shit,
writer in
something
battle
like
rap.
that.
That's
Yeah.
not what we judging.
Agreed, right?
Super Rider came back.
Oh yeah, that's one of
That's
the
not what we're
ones.
judging. We're judging battles. And Your Honor and Swamp is a better battle than that.
Then
Both of them
Newborn
are
a
nice.
super writer?
You gotta go back and watch that shit.
Bro, look how creative, bro. What I tell you,
They pennies.
creativity. As creative as the nigga Newborn was, and then Super Rider, he
Super
was
Rider was
from the
crazy,
South.
yeah.
He was so
Yo,
unorthodox.
as a nigga
he
from
was
the South,
blue,
man,
he
you
was
should
rap,
have
bro.
some
You
bias towards
crazy,
this battle.
I'm
bro.
going to Swamp from the South Carolina. Come on, get
I'm
your
not
cool
even
note
gonna lie.
together. What
I'm
you
not
say?
even gonna
Hey,
lie.
yo.
Your Honor was something we never saw. Like when he first came out, it was like
That was a viral.
yeah, he was just like
Hold on. This wasn't the battle.
no,
when
no, that's Luke Castro. No,
you know what
that's
I'm
not
thinking
it.
of. You know what I'm
It's
talking
not
about.
it. No,
stand corrected.
it's not it. That's him versus Luke.
You're close, but
Yeah, you already,
Nah,
you already
that's
know
him
what I was
versus
about to
Luke.
say. Y'all know
No.
what I was about to say too.
Sure.
I stand corrected. Yeah.
All right, so getting into some other stuff, right? So I noticed that DNA was just announced to be on Street Fighter,
Salute to that.
right?
Shouts to my boy DNA.
Well, he's not
That's
in the
fine.
game. I don't think. If he's an unlockable character, that's it. He got the craziest flex.
He on the soundtrack.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? But yeah, he's on. He got one of his songs on the soundtrack. So first of all, I want to shout out to everybody in battle rap that's growing their brand outside by collaborating with different companies and stuff like that. Like when Hollow did the Adult Swim joint, I thought that was crazy. You know what I mean? And I think it's good. Like we talk about Daylight with the TDE stuff. Yeah. You know what I mean? But I think it's fire that DNA is on this game, which brings me to my question. What are the top 5 fighting games?
Of all time.
Def Jam.
Let's go
and
all
Def.
time with it.
The first one, I'm gonna start off top, bro. Is Marvel's Capcom 2.
Absolutely.
Oh, yeah, hell yeah.
Get that out the way.
Hell yeah, hell yeah.
Out
Let's get that out the
gate.
way. That's
Marvel vs.
unanimous.
Capcom. Hell yeah.
Yeah, not down that hill.
Tekken.
You going Tekken?
Which
The whole
Tekken?
series.
Arcade?
I'm just this the first one. Come on now. Original.
Retro, all right.
Retro,
PS1 type shit.
retro.
But hold on, if you say
Mortal
Tekken,
Kombat.
Mortal
Come
Kombat
on,
off-
bro.
which
Retro.
Mortal Kombat?
Really?
3.
Because the one that they coming out with now is fucking crazy.
Because the first one got like six characters.
Yes. Yeah, it's the third one.
Nah,
you
it's the
want.
third one.
Okay,
Yeah,
I can
MJ
agree.
right. It's the third
That's that
one.
third one when you going through. Yeah. Okay.
Is that the one when they introduced the that they had fatalities starting in the second one, right?
They were
introduced a
very
different
they
type of
were
fatalities.
light
Fatalities.
fatalities. The
It was like-
fatalities was trash.
With the top 5, there's 3 already locked in off top. The Street Fighter, Tekken.
Hold on, no. Which
Street Fighter.
But that's what I'm saying. It's a series.
It's
Yeah,
so many.
those
It's
are
so
top
many.
three.
No,
Those are the top
Nah,
three.
you gotta name the one. You gotta name the
technical,
one.
All right, Street
I ain't
Fighter,
acting crazy.
Third Strike.
Street Fighter 2 Turbo, son.
No, son, that's 16
Nigga, I don't want to play as Dan.
You know he hitting him.
Bro,
Your
come
boy
on,
hitting
hold
him
on,
with
but
the
that's
joint.
16-bit Super Nintendo shit.
No,
bro.
but hold on,
Talk
hold
about-
on. I don't
We
want to
gonna
play
go
as Dan.
there.
Like all the expanded Street Fighter universe niggas.
Yeah.
I don't care. You want to play as Dan? How many times
I
you play
look,
as Dan?
as
You,
far as
whatever do you wanna
Niggas
say,
play the
right?
same characters
Whatever
on
do you
all
wanna
of
say.
them.
We all want to play
Right.
Ken,
Nah,
Ryu,
look,
Blanca.
look. Street Fighter 2 maybe at its time was maybe like the most influential.
Yeah, Street Fighter 2 was that
but,
shit.
Yeah, but that's because it came
Period.
first. I get it 100%. But you know how we talk about hybrids and all the better shit later on in
Yeah.
life. Look, man, these Marvel's Capcoms and these Street Fighter Alphas and all that shit, they were way better than the old games. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
because that new
As
Mortal
far as
Kombat,
on a technical level,
That new
on the
Mortal
online
Kombat?
play, on everything you want to say about a game.
I'm
like,
about
these
to
games
fuck
have
the
mastered
game
fact.
up with this one.
Go ahead.
Which one?
Super Smash Brothers.
Oh, that's
yeah,
that's
for
definite.
sure.
That's which one?
That
The
make it
last
into
one.
5. That's making it into 5
Bro,
for
The
sure.
last one is Ultimate, right?
It's Ultimate Brawl, whatever the fuck. And the
Yeah.
reason being is because it's like everything in one. So, like, yeah.
Yeah, nah. Smash Brothers is crazy because you could beat niggas from every system on that.
Yes.
And that whole kicking niggas off the stage
Yeah.
percentage is
Yeah,
crazy.
Facts.
But I would say Tekken 2 though,
Yeah,
because that's when you got
Tekken 2.
Forrest Law.
Well, on some new age shit, I have to say Pokemon Go when you like walk
That
the
ain't
spots.
a fighting game, though.
It is a fighting game.
I've never played
You walk
that.
to
Hold
spots
up,
and fight
hold up.
niggas. You wildin' like.
Nah, I heard that was
As far as-
fire.
I don't know.
I heard that was
I
fire.
was
Technically, you do
to
fight.
fight niggas and go into
Nah,
a whole
son,
like
you catch a
arena
Pokemon, you're not really
and
fighting.
walking
you
into
battling,
some
like,
shit.
I guess. But nah,
I
nah.
heard that
Hold on.
was fire.
If
I am
anybody
not
that
fighting.
Hold on, you
Don't
be playing
people-
Pokemon
do
Go?
not label this shit
Don't
top
let them
5
do
fighting
this to
game,
me,
then, man. You
Lex.
can't say that shit on cam. You know what I'm saying? Yo, people gonna be looking like, what Pokemon Go? Yo, get these niggas the fuck out of here.
Technically, that's
Nah,
that's an
crazy.
augmented reality game.
I see where you're going with it, dude, but it's not a fighting
Nah,
game.
Def
Respectfully.
And we
Def
were
Jam
getting
did
points
better.
for it.
Def
Talking about
Jam
niggas
did
kicking
better.
and punching,
yeah.
not
You
water
were
blast. I
fighting.
choose
the
you.
monster, the Pokemon were fighting each other. There were
Absolutely, you
moves.
gotta pick. You gotta
We were
choose
doing
what
moves.
So
Pokemon.
Pokemon Go is a fighting game.
I've
Yes,
never played.
nigga, you
Yes,
had
it
to walk.
is.
Nah,
To the
I'm looking at
fucking
I'm
set.
looking at the
Every
video
Pokemon
game
had
site
their own
on the
set.
genre.
Like you had to walk to that shit and
You
really
gotta
fight
walk
these
to the
niggas.
Coliseum. It wasn't
I'm not
when
And
you
you
excited.
had to walk
Y'all
on
are
foot
on it.
to have
listen,
a fight.
listen. When you watch
y'all too
Pokemon,
You didn't
what?
sit at home. And
Listen,
like,
That shit is
Pokemon.
it's a fucking
You don't see the
adventure.
action over the
It's an
evening.
adventure
It's
game.
not
Pokemon.
It's an adventure
Hold on.
RPG game. It's
Hold
not
on.
a fighting game.
It is a fighting
Hold on. Dude, what's the name of the game?
Pokemon Go.
Nah, see, you disqualified. It's Pokemon. The accent over the E means ain't.
So
You don't know what
Pete,
you talk about
so
if you call it
Escort this man out
Pokemon.
the building.
So
Someone escort
Pete
this
though,
man off my body.
when Ash was on the show every day, did he not have to worry about fighting every day when he was walking
He
around?
wasn't fighting niggas. He was
No,
fighting.
he had to back some shit out.
He's fighting with a Pokemon fighting. I mean, come on.
Sleeping
What
on
are you
Pokemon
talking
Go.
about?
Yeah,
Sleeping on
so
Pokemon
hard.
Go.
Back it out. The
of
Pokeball is
pocket.
crazy. Yo.
Sleeping on Pokemon Go is out of pocket.
Hold on.
I love that game, but I can't
It's
put that in the
crazy.
fighting game category.
I'm looking right
It's 'cause
here.
you never played
It
it.
says genres. These are the official
I've been
genres.
playing it, like,
I'm
for
level
real.
40 on that.
Pokemon Go official genres: adventure, augmented reality, role-playing video game, and location-based game. That is not a fighting game.
That
So
is
what
a-
is Pokemon? Period. Is that not a?
Like it's a fighting.
It's a
fighting
RPG.
anime.
It's a RPG.
What about
Thank you,
Pokemon
please.
Stadium?
Oh, now
You
y'all got
never
me in
played
this nigga agree.
That's
Pokemon
a fighting
Stadium?
game. That's a fighting game.
I'm about to get some money.
Stadium.
Props.
That's a fighting
You
game.
never played? You play Pokemon Stadium?
I've seen my friends have Pokemon cards.
Hold on, that's in your
My
top
friends are
five?
Pokemon
No, I'm
bloggers.
saying that's
I was
a
about to say,
fighting
I
nigga.
game.
can't wait to
Yo,
tell
number
Cassius
5,
Clay.
real talk,
Shout out to Cassius
real talk.
Clay.
Real talk.
Because we're gonna revisit this. I'm gonna have him.
Hold on.
Wait till I get off.
Let's
of
get
this
serious
once
for
we
a minute.
finish
Let's get
filming.
serious. You feel me?
Hold on. Mark.
We got throwing fucking fight night, boxing. You know, for me, it's a fight.
Oh,
He said this is serious.
well, if we
Then we
doing
got throwing
boxing-
Mike Tyson.
Mike Tyson's
fighting
punch
game.
KO.
Absolutely.
Then we have to throw Mike
UFC.
Tyson.
Look, let's put that in the same category.
No, that's
UFC.
sports. No, UFC. That's a
Why
sports
are
game.
y'all
It's actually
doing?
fighting.
Oh, but you don't mean fight. Okay, that's boxing.
UFC.
Okay, I see what you're
Oh
saying.
Ultimate
wait,
fighting
we can only do superheroes and science, sci-fi.
I didn't say that.
character-based
If we
games.
go in there, then fucking Dragon Ball Z Fighter Z. Y'all don't even know. Y'all ain't hip on that. That's
I know about Budokai, but I don't know about
That's the
Fighter
new
Z.
one. And know that
Are we
shit.
It's
doing
fighting
the
games is a
5 or
fighting
the
game,
10
bro.
at this point?
I think Budokai a lot
You
of
got
niggas
to.
will have
Because
it.
like I said, the top 3 is locked
Hold
in
on.
already.
How do you not say X-Men versus Street Fighter?
They're
that
all in
was
the
fire.
same category. That whole Marvel vs. Capcom.
Yeah,
Yeah, Marvel
hell
vs.
yeah,
Capcom.
yeah, hell
For me,
yeah.
Marvel vs. Capcom 1, that's all
I
the
agree.
same.
Yeah.
Street Fighter all in one
Okay,
category.
so
I agree.
okay,
I agree.
so
all in one category.
what's the definitive 5?
Street Fighter,
One.
Street Fighter
Tekken,
definitely.
Mortal Kombat.
Hold on.
That's top 3.
Nah,
Hold on.
Tekken,
might not be.
hell no.
Tekken might
Come
not
on,
be.
son.
Tekken might not be in it.
So am I reaching?
I give you
Am I
Marvel.
reaching if I say
I'm putting
Contra?
Marvel vs. Capcom under the Street Fighter umbrella right now.
Contra, you didn't have the hand-to-hand
not fighting
combat.
Okay,
game.
that's hand to hand. That's okay.
Well, it's Soul
Oh,
Calibur.
I'm fucking King of Fighters, right? Whatever.
It's Soul Calibur better than Tekken. Killer Instinct.
As a series,
Soul
no.
Calibur. SNK. SNK was crazy.
Killer Instinct used to go.
Killer Instinct
It
in
used
the
to.
five.
Keyword. You feel me?
Instinct
So
used to go.
it's not a franchise though. As far
No,
as
you
like
didn't
these
see.
other
You
ones.
didn't. You never played the new one.
Yeah, there's a new one, but it's like what 3 games of Killer Instinct.
What
We're
about
talking Mortal
Golden
Kombat
Axe?
12 and all this
Oh,
extra
Nah,
Golden
you
Axe
right.
was crazy, but that
Yeah,
was
but
kind
that's
of an
an
adventure
adventure.
game.
That was
Yes.
it was
That was that's
was a
crazy
fighting
that you
game,
said
though.
that.
The old short man with the wizard with the big axe.
Yeah.
That was my god. though.
Hold on. This brings me to another topic, dude.
What?
So, we have this ongoing conversation, obviously, about women in battle rap and stuff like that, right? I want to know from your perspective, whenever a woman in a battle mentions like a game or an obscure sports thing, do you believe it?
Ooh, this is goody.
Depends, cause I grew up with brothers, and I was into sports at a time. I did have an era that I loved sports, and I played sports, and I understand the rules. When it comes down to being a writer for me,
lies.
see, I do understand the rules of sports. I used to ask my brother all the times. I wanted to be him and stuff. I'm competitive. So that's why every time you say something stupid, I'm right on your ass. It's just in my nature.
With it.
So even with sports, I wanted to be a part of that. So if my brother's playing baseball, I need to know the rules. Playing football, I need to know the rules. Who's this? Who's that? And he always would explain everything and break it down. I got bored with it. But as a rapper,
we're asking you.
I'm willing it in, my nigga.
Okay.
Relax. As a rapper, as I grew bored with sports, it's being smart. So there was a time when I was writing a song and I was making a reference to crossing over the Billboard charts, and I asked my brother or some male figure that was around me, like, who's a basketball player that rhymes with crossover? I think they told me it was Kyle Korver. Or something like that, right? So it was, but you can, and the bar was hard, you feel me? But niggas probably be like, dude, don't know what you, and I will say it, I will tell them the story, like, I just asked a question, like, who has the best crossover and rhymes with, crossover, and that's how you make the bar. Like, it's a thinking process. I don't think you necessarily have to watch the game to figure out the bar. You just need the word and what you're doing clutch. What are you doing with the bars?
Well, let me reiterate, right?
Okay.
So a lot of men, when women say certain bars referencing cartoons, video games, sports, et cetera,
How silly is that when you say it out loud?
we'll be like,
Well, she
really
ain't
watch
never,
that?
she ain't never saw no.
That
She
bitch
don't
ain't
even
never watch a cartoon.
Yeah, if
Right.
Kyle Korver walked in here right
Bitches
now,
don't
she wouldn't
watch
be like, "Oh
cartoons.
shit, that's Kyle Korver."
you know what Kyle Korver
Yeah.
looks like? You know what Kyle Korver looks like?
No, is he white?
Yeah,
He is white.
But
He played
see,
for the
me,
Hawks,
I'm
too.
different
He is
though.
white.
You know what I'm saying? In a certain era of my life, I really paid attention. So I don't know, like, and right now, I will tell people, I don't know what the fuck's going on. You can't ask me nothing, but the Twitter timeline tell me what I need to know. You know what I'm saying? But I don't care either. If I can figure out the bar, I'll just ask the question.
Because my whole thing is like, I'm in favor of female battlers. Everybody knows that, like, I love female rap, female battlers. I know mad shit about it or whatever.
Bitches with bars.
That's crazy.
Sure.
It's whatever,
But my whole thing is like, and it's not even just women, it's men too. Like sometimes you mention something and I'm like, bro, you don't know about that.
Is that right?
Yeah, guys are bullshit too.
So what is like a qualifier? Like if somebody says something and you're like, I don't know, did we give them a pass or like, but
What's something that you heard a man say that you probably thought he didn't know about?
okay, I'm glad you said that. So there's a lot of Dragon Ball Z lines, right?
References,
So here's the thing is, niggas love, especially in these street crowds, niggas love being like, oh, like, oh, we real niggas over here, we not nerds. But as soon as the niggas say, I'll throw you in my trunks, niggas be like, oh, that was crazy, boomer, trunks,
that shit.
right,
Yeah.
right. But sometimes I feel like niggas be saying that and they just Googled it real quick. Like they don't actually
They know
what the fuck
about
they
Trunks
talking
and
about.
She's
Goku,
saying.
but they don't.
You can't, but this is the whole thing. Are you required to know?
It makes it better.
Or is it required for it to make sense?
That's a good. Let me reiterate. As a writer, right? Do you have to know what you're writing in order for us to give it higher value?
I mean-
or can you just say it because it rhymes?
What did a rapper
It depends.
rule?
It's
'Cause
about
as a
it's about
writer,
making
you
it
can do whatever you
relatable,
want.
right? Like if you don't relate to it, like if I don't think you really, like if you researched it, I'm not gonna respect your line as much as I felt like, you know what, he actually kind of probably went through that shit, and
Right.
you know what I'm saying, I feel it, like, you know what I mean?
For me, the only thing that I can think about that makes me question like a male writer that would do that, if ever I see, not even in battle rap, but in regular rap, if I see a rapper rapping a different language like Spanish or something, and I know he doesn't speak Spanish, I know he didn't write it. And I've seen rappers do that, you know. But,
That I'll give you.
yeah, like
I'll
not
give
like
you
a
that.
few words like K or something small you could do. Like okay, he probably knows what casa is, so that's cool. But not on some. I'm like,
But it's different
What
accent,
if they
man. It's
execute
different
it
accent, man.
perfectly,
Like, yo,
though?
bro, how do you say this in Spanish? You know
I
what I'm
give-
saying? And
I-
they say
What
it
if
in the
you
battle
execute
compared
it?
to
I'll give you an
it being
example.
something that you,
I give you an example. The Game on his LA Leakers freestyle rapped about 12 to 16 bars in Spanish perfectly. I don't think the Game can speak Spanish.
To his credit, bro, he from LA.
Nicki
Like,
Minaj
He
rap
is.
for
He
hard.
is. He could.
We need
He
to
could.
ask June.
He
in
could.
Spanish.
Is that
and it
real
was
Spanish, my
perfect.
nigga?
That's what I'm
Tulsa,
saying.
it
But
was
I don't
perfect.
think. But I don't think
Fire.
he know that.
Came
I don't
across.
think you know Spanish. I don't think he knows Spanish.
I don't think he know, but
Is it required to know Spanish?
To write it, yes. To get the credit.
Why?
I mean, no. To get the credit as a writer, if you're saying that, and I know you don't know what that means.
But what if you learned what it mean and it makes sense in your bars?
You can't. You can Google what to say, but you can't Google how to make that rhyme. That's how I know you didn't
Speaking
write.
of-
it might be a fucking SpanishRhyminator.com.
that.
You never know.
It could be a Spanish
actually-
rhyme.
Is
Is
Rhyme
that,
Zone,
is
not
that
Rhyminator,
cheating?
Rhyme
Is that
Zone.
cheating if you use
That's
a
not
rhyme
cheating.
website? A rhyme website ain't
Oh,
cheating.
Hell
website.
yeah.
Because remember,
Website
Loso
cheat.
said he was using a
Yeah,
website.
The
Word.
Rhyme Zone. That's what I meant. Not Rhyminator.
No, that's
Rhyme
not
Zone.
cheating.
I don't think
Rhyme
rhymes
Zone not.
No, Rhyme Zone is not cheating. All Rhyme Zone is say, hey, give me a word that rhymes with hat. And it's
That's
going to give you
cheating,
every.
bro.
That's not cheating.
gotta
As far as being a
No,
creative.
that's not.
nah.
So you
Listen.
can't ask a
Hold
nigga,
on.
how do I say I'll shoot you in Spanish?
like-
No,
but
no,
you
no.
can look up every single thing
No,
that rhymes
But
with
then
Glock
again,
40.
it's like the same concept of somebody going to
Listen.
the dictionary and trying to get like
Listen,
a bigger
that's
word
listen,
to
that's
fit
what,
the bar. So
listen, I
get
don't know
it.
how old y'all are, but that's what you used to do. You would, to understand a word or to get some whatever, you had to go get a thesaurus to say this word means this, and if I want to strengthen my vocabulary, Rakim and everybody used to say that. That doesn't mean that it's
No,
cheating
they
because-
studied it.
Yes,
Studied it,
yes.
yeah, yeah.
So
Yes.
if you type in
Studying
hat-
the book compared to
Listen.
going there
Yes.
looking
No,
for results.
it doesn't-
Yes,
no,
Like,
it's-
that's
no,
different.
no,
Different.
no, it's the same thing as getting information. Information is not cheating. The book has the information. It's you retaining it and putting it on a test, which makes you smart or not.
Okay.
So if you type in hat and they tell you cat, rat, bat, lat,
Okay.
it's not writing
I
your
wanna
rhymes.
come-
Yeah, but
you
what-
still got
I
to put
wanna
it
come
together.
back.
But what if
this
you
statement.
type in discombobuliosis
reference sheet, though.
and then it gives you 8 words
That rhyme
now you
with
got
that-
now you got the craziest scheme that no one ever
Exactly.
said
So I
before.
was about to
that's
say
that's not
that.
a
With the
scheme.
It's like
Listen.
a multiplication table being on the
Exactly.
fucking board, and you don't know how to multiply, but it's
That's-
right there for
no,
you.
no,
So you go
that's
there.
not a
as
scheme.
Look, what did
reference,
you just
like,
say?
you know what I'm
Please
saying?
say it
Like,
again, dude.
It's
I
cheap.
said with the 5-syllable word.
Look, discombobulated.
So look.
It's not easy to come up with
Yeah,
bad rhymes off those
exactly.
words. If you
So
cheat,
that's the
it's cheating.
skill part of it. So people
Right.
give you
I'm
more
gonna
credit.
downplay your skill,
Look,
for sure.
people give you more credit if you could rap a whole round with the whole rhyming word, like your whole
they did-
3-4
yeah,
minute
that's
rhyme.
right.
That's what I'm saying. So if I got this whole round, I only had the first bar. I Google hat. Now I got bat, cat, I got
Yeah,
all
they
of
like
that.
when you don't
Now,
I got
all that.
now I'm doing a full round.
Yeah, but you still have to make that make sense. It's like, okay, so you know that hat rhymes with lack, and then lack rhymes with bat.
We're
and
getting
so
into the
what?
intricacies
So what? You
of
still
lyricism
you
right
still
now.
have to put
Stop.
the. It's like you're getting every color that has ever been made, but the canvas is still white. You must take that. It doesn't matter just because you got
Okay.
these colors.
He
you
gotta-
gotta
he-
put it
he-
together.
Nah.
talking.
The syllables
talking.
thing,
But,
but the syllables
yeah,
thing
the
to me is
syllables
crazy.
is what makes
because
it
look
different.
Look at what rhymes with discombobulated.
You probably hate it.
And what else?
No. See,
You
to
probably
me,
hate it.
to me, that doesn't rhyme.
Discombobulated.
Yeah.
You probably hate Ted. You
That girl
probably hate- that's
menstruated.
fine.
No, it's
That
something
girl
has
menstruated.
something has to rhyme with this for me.
Yeah, you're saying
Like for
that's
me,
a
the way
fine-
I rhyme, something has to rhyme with this.
But there isn't
you
a
can't
word.
just say you.
I
It's
do a
miss.
lot of-
It's
I
like
don't
you
know.
gotta say miss, boo, something like it. Gotta be
make it-
everything has to be the same amount of syllables.
Now you on Eminem and Cassidy
Yeah,
level, right?
yeah,
Like I'm not saying you can't just say
Dropping
But
that
the
girl.
lady and then hate it. No, it ain't. It don't. You just got discombobulated. You
Yes.
rhyme with the whole word.
to
That's
me-
how. That's the way I look at it. You feel me?
I'm with that. To me, it depends. In battle rap, you get degree of difficulty is a thing. So yeah, if you got a whole rhyme and you rhyme with a 3 or 4 syllable word every time, wow. But it better still hit, because if
You
not,
know who's perfect at it?
who?
Papoose.
Of course.
Perfect.
Oh, of
From the
course.
first song, from the slaughter.
Yeah, of course.
Perfect. He's gonna every
Alphabetical
syllable,
slaughter.
boom, everything,
Yeah,
boy,
but
to the T.
The more syllables you rhyme, the more, because words don't necessarily go together
Cool
like
Rap
that.
is a master at that.
Oh, he's
Oh,
a
he's
rapper.
You know what I'm saying? He's the
he's
OG
the
of this shit.
snob, yeah.
He's the OG syllable. dude,
an
like,
alliteration.
Yes.
Yeah, alliteration
Master.
dude
But
ever.
if you start, the more syllables you get, the harder it is for it to make sense in the context of what you're talking about. So keep it to about 2.
Yeah, and then it gets corny.
No.
Yeah, otherwise you're gonna get on some Danny Myers on what y'all say Eminem is, and yeah, it's like y'all.
It can't be the same
it
flow.
gets
It has
too-
to break up.
It gets too weird.
But then now we get
that your ear doesn't-
I mean, if you want to be real, Eminem is the best syllable rapper, but he's just
Yes.
corny with it, so we don't give him that
No,
regard.
he's corny with it now that people
Yes.
say because he's doing 5 and 6.
Yeah.
But when he was doing 1 and 2, you couldn't see
He
him.
never did one syllable.
Think about it.
He's
Feminists
never-
don't love Eminem. Chicky, Slim Shady. I'm sick of him.
Yeah,
Look
he
at
might.
him.
Yeah,
What
2
the-
might be. I mean, he
Yeah.
said on the song it's called Yellow Brick Road, and he talks about him and Proof both being the only 2 people in Detroit doing double syllable rhyming. So yeah, he doesn't do it much, but now he does it too much where he can lose the listener.
I think I got to compromise, right?
Okay.
If you a simple rhymer
Yeah.
and you not about syllables or flipping words, you know what I'm saying? I don't think it really matters. If you rhyming cat, hat, bat, and mat, ain't nobody finna check if you got help anyway. But if
Nah,
but
you
once
right.
you start rhyming 2 and more syllables,
He's
then I feel it
absolutely
matters.
correct.
Because if you found out JC and Ilmac was using rhyme zone from Discombobulated, you feel some type of way. But if you feel that if you heard that Goods did, you'd be like, whatever.
To me, I wouldn't. You still. So what? You got these colors. The picture you
but
making is
that's
trash.
part
Just
of
because
it.
you can rhyme 20 words, I could go to Grind Time and get you blind and just pick a guy that can rhyme a bunch of words, and y'all be like, he ain't all that.
Yeah.
It's what you do with
But they
it.
wasn't matching
I
up
agree.
syllables though.
Oh, they was doing some
I don't think you
wizardry.
could just
gotta mention
match
thesaurus too,
syllables
Yeah.
and create
Yeah,
something
thesaurus
that's
Thesaurus
pleasing
is
to
like
agree.
my
a syllable
ear.
rapper.
I agree.
You can't just take
I'm
the
bugging.
words that we
Girl,
can give
you're
you all
crazy.
the words.
I agree.
No, I'm serious. We can give you all the words. I could give you all the ideas. I could give you all the beats, and you still won't be
Yeah.
fired.
No, it can sound
You still
sonically
won't
good
be
to the
fired.
ear just
I
because
bet
it's
they won't be able to
rhyming.
put it
So
together.
you feel
There's
me?
still a talent in putting it together.
Look at this, right? Who's the best syllable rhyming battle rapper? Don't say it, June. It's obvious the way he rhymes too, and he does what PC say. He rhyme every single part of every word, and he has been doing it for over 15 years.
My answer is gonna be too shady. Go ahead, NJ.
Wow.
Was that like an Eminem? joint?
There's a few.
It's one person, man. He's the master of it. It's his whole style.
I don't know the person that you're talking. My person's kind of new.
Come on, man.
You know.
My person's kind of new. I'm thinking
He,
about. Does it.
he enunciates all his
Oh,
vowels.
because the person I'm thinking about now, let me just shut up and stay out of it.
To me, who can do it and they don't.
He's
but
the
they-
master of it in
To me,
battle
the
rap,
person
too.
I'm talking about is never corny, and every word does
Who?
double. So
The person
big
I'm talking about
K.
is doing-
No.
Big K
No,
don't-
it is not
listen,
Big K. You
listen,
got
listen.
messed
Big
up.
K
Listen.
can double syllable.
No.
rhyme.
Yeah.
The
It's not
person that
corny.
we talking about,
No, bro.
everybody that rhyme like this got they style from him.
Oh. Loaded Luck.
No,
What?
no.
Who?
Loaded Lux don't make
Thesaurus.
I mean, listen, his name is Thesaurus, and y'all mean to tell me he ain't using
I'm
a
sorry.
thesaurus?
That's
He's
what
This
never-
his whole shit is syllable based.
Yes. Okay.
He's the one.
Okay, and y'all don't even look at him like he's like that.
I do. He's a legend.
You do because you understand, but you scared to battle
I'm from the
thesaurus.
streets.
Exactly. You see what I'm saying? You're not scared to battle thesaurus. Neither are you. So it's because so what you can rhyme some words. If it doesn't hit,
So he's not good.
No, it's not that he's
Please
not
say
good. It's just that it's when people, music, battle rap, all this stuff is to be felt. Like so, when you feel a person like Tupac, is not a intricate rapper, but he's the
felt
most felt rapper. Better than somebody who can rap and rhyme a bunch of words. Better than Biggie because you can feel him.
I'm just saying,
That's
but
what I'm telling you.
there's a lot of clones that have
debate,
Thesaurus'
man.
style, and I give Thesaurus that spot as
Okay.
the one.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Speaking of taking styles, a style that I thought that would have been taken that wasn't, surprisingly,
Okay.
is Big T's. Big T's style is so
I was about
unorthodox.
to
You
say,
feel what I'm
he's too
saying?
unique to get
like
stolen
his
from,
style
like,
is
yeah.
so different. For you to feel like he doesn't perform to his best ability at this time, this is the most opportune time for somebody to study Big T,
Big T.
take his style, make it more
Revamp it,
modern,
yeah.
and go to fuck crazy.
And
You
shout out
feel
to
what
Big
I'm
T,
saying?
because we ain't hear from Big T in a minute. So, you know
Shout
what I'm
out to
saying?
Big T.
Big T's
tuna.
hilarious too.
And
Original.
exactly which parts of Big T's
The automata
performance and
Pia.
style do you feel like?
Onomatopoeia.
Please
Come out
write
with the
that
blue
down.
block and shit.
Onomatopoeia.
Popping your shit.
Onomatopoeia.
Not
is-
even
is-
that. No.
No. Listen. Onomatopoeia is when you do like a like a sound that goes to a word. Like if you say like buzz, buzz, that's onomatopoeia because you're talking about like bees or whatever. You know what I'm
Right.
saying? When he does that, a pow pow chalaka, boop, that's onomatopoeia.
Why isn't it needs to translate to this era, right? Is that working for Big T right now? Last time he tried that was him versus.
No, it's
Well,
because
Big T currently isn't active. You know what I'm saying? So we can't even really speak on him right
So
now. But when
why-
he was active, it wasn't working for
When
him.
the
It was
last
kinda
time
fading
you
off.
seen-
So
T
why would we suggest for people to research that style that's not working anymore?
Well, because what he's saying is that like it ain't around right now, so somebody could
So
dig in the
somebody's gonna
crates,
remix it?
grab his style, and kind of revamp
he
it
just
to like.
tried to do it where it's easy.
But real talk though, Big T, a lot of his shit was like sound effects and all that. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people do that shit already in battle rap. I can't hold you. So
He said,
Sound effects for
Headshot is
I don't
different.
think-
sound effect needs
Well,
to make sense.
we don't really have enough time
got
for
that
me to
move.
break
You
it
sound
down.
like-
on
That's-
what
that's-
I
I
mean.
know, I know what you
But
mean.
it ain't no
there
just
is
sound
a battle
effects,
rapper
bro.
that,
Nah,
like, with his
bro.
even his cadence and delivery, he's unorthodox. It's like police sirens fled.
Yeah, whole team.
But he
Yo,
has
his
it.
style
He
is.
has
When
a
when he
thing.
put this piece,
Boy, ain't nothing funny here when the police find him dead.
I like
I ain't
that.
giving them bunny ears when I was going to come, bro. How is
And
nigga?
you know why?
How are
'Cause
we?
that's
What
what
are we
his pen-
talking about,
That's
bro?
what-
His style
that's
is
what
so
his pen-
different,
No,
bro.
that's what his pen is working.
Oh my
That's
God.
when his pen is
Nobody is
authentic. His
rapping
pen is
like
doing
that,
something.
bro.
I'm gonna
It's
take it
not-
back even further,
the-
right?
the
Just
other
real
shit
quick, I
is
don't want to jump off topic.
inflections.
Big
It's
T versus
the
DNA
sparks,
is
it's
the
the
best
frosting,
performance
it's the
for Big T.
fucking-
Nigga
Go
said-
back. Nigga say surf.
Dancers.
Go back and watch Big T versus DNA.
Nigga
bro.
said when you hear Poutine, that's some shit you will eat with
Nah.
a meal. When I hear
He said
Poutine,
my nigga shoot
that
like a
bullet
doo-wop dude.
ricocheted
Sound
off
okay right
still.
now.
Like what?
Right, okay, that didn't
Nah,
age
we said I
right.
shoot like a doo-wop dude.
For
You
sure,
see
for
a dude
sure.
move like a ooh-wop dude. You hear poop, pop, poop, or you hear it's ooh, ah, ooh.
Yeah.
For sure. Shout out to Big T.
Big
That's what
shout
I'm
out. I
saying,
love
bro.
All right. So look, right.
good.
So to end off the show today, first of all, I want to shout out Cameron. It is what it is. I watch that like every day. You know what I'm saying? Him and Mace are part of the reason why we doing this. Cause I was like, nah, yo, niggas is getting off the couch, not being
They
lazy.
dead funny.
Cause we got some shit to talk about. Like,
Yeah.
but yo, I noticed that they just did the paid in full video with Dame Lillard to where he's basically Mitch. He's shooting the shots into the trash can, and Cam is there talking shit.
Yep.
Like I was like, yo, that shit is crazy. MJ, we have this thing we do where we draw parallels between rappers and whatever. Who's the Dame Lillard of battle rap?
Okay. The Dame Lillard of battle rap, I would have to say is going to be somebody that is talented, solid,
Never won.
okay, never one would be never crowned as the number one guy. I would also say he would be probably one of the most consistent. Like Dame Lillard is one of the most consistent basketball players. I think this battle rapper is probably the most consistent. Loyal to Portland. And battle rap's a little different. You can kind of go out of it a little bit, but I would say that he has been loyal to a certain league where he also hasn't moved.
Like, we thinking the
And I
same
think
person?
he's so good.
The same person?
I gotta go to my man Tay Rock.
That's who I was
Oh, word?
Tay Rock.
100%.
Okay.
100%.
I like that. I
He's
like that.
loyal.
100%.
Yeah, he's loyal to URL. No matter
Yes.
he might go out
She
and do
said
his
loyal.
thing.
I
Never
already know
got
it's
champion
all-
of the year ever.
But he's just as good as anybody that has ever battle rapped in
Yep.
this time
I
period.
thought y'all was gonna
Ever.
say Rum Nitty.
Nah, man.
So who's Rum Nitty then?
Kyle Korver.
Nah, come on. Nigga.
Don't quote me.
Don't quote me on that.
Okay, look. So if you talking punch heavy, I'm gonna draw a parallel between punches
Okay.
and handles.
Yeah.
Kyrie.
Punches, if we talk about B Magic or Rum Nitty would be Kyrie.
All right, so Kyrie is the best handler ever, and then
Yeah.
you would say, Rum's the
Yeah,
best
Rum
puncher.
Nitty.
Okay.
Rum Nitty, Kyrie. Who LeBron?
Longevity, Arsenal.
I don't like
Arses,
that.
bruh.
I'm saying,
not doing that.
for
That
That nigga
longevity.
said, who is the LeBron of battle
Well,
rap?
who is the LeBron of battle
Who
rap?
you would say Arsenal?
No, right now, today's time. I mean, Murder Mook is Michael Jordan of battle rap, but so if you only doing
Lux.
players right now,
It has to be Lux. If Mook is
Ma, but they saying era, though.
No, if Mook is
saying
Jordan, Lux is Bron. We not
you know
doing
who-
Nah,
that.
'cause
I got
that's
you, bro.
a different
I said
We're
era.
not doing
Geechee
that,
might be
bro.
you know what
Bron.
I'm saying?
I said Twerk is Braun.
Twerk might be Bron.
Explosive.
Oh, he's right. He talking about different eras.
He's
Right.
he's fathered the
New
style.
era. Bron's new era.
Father
The-
the style.
the-
Like,
the-
Twerk fathered the new style. The new era.
Twerk
He
is
brought it
definitely
in.
the new nigga.
Everybody
that
had to fade
everybody's
away.
Is Magic.
Everybody had to fade away like Mike until, you know what I'm
Lux is
saying?
Jordan.
Yeah, it got to be
Mook
some
is
shit like
Jordan.
that. Like
Mook
when
is
you talk
Jordan.
about like
Everybody
the
rap
Mount
like
Rushmore,
Mook
Lux,
too.
man.
it got to be
Mook
like
is
Larry
Jordan.
Bird, Michael Jordan, Magic Johnson.
Who Lux?
You give him Magic Johnson?
He could
Mook
be.
gotta be
no,
Magic.
Why?
no. Okay,
Lux
let
didn't
me tell
shine
you
till the
this.
Calico
Mook said he was
battle.
Jordan. He got the Jordan skin.
I'm about to tell you this.
Yeah, he do.
Mook is Jerry West.
Logo.
The
He's the logo of battle rap.
Okay,
When you
alright,
think of
alright,
battle
alright,
rap,
alright.
boom, you
Jerry
think
West
of
don't get
Mook. You
respect
think
from
of
real
Mook.
basketball niggas.
No, we
though.
don't.
Huh?
You don't. Jerry West don't
No,
get
it
Battle rap
don't
don't
matter.
get
The
respect
logo.
from the real
When you
hip-hop
think of the
era.
logo, boom. Everybody, like I seen Yes Jules be like, yo, you don't know who that
Yes,
is. They
Jules,
look
don't
at.
disrespect our space.
No, I'm talking about like the way everybody looks at Mook. Like everybody.
We-
Relax, young lady.
I will not. Don't bring that bitch name up again in our space, but keep going.
What happened?
I'm sorry.
What happened? What happened with Yes Jules?
I don't deal with that like lower level facade of hip hop. We're here to help. You know, I don't deal with.
Oh, this is not a personal thing.
No,
This is
I
like
don't know
a.
that bitch.
Okay, but all right. So Jerry West.
Okay, the way she introduced him to her friend, like you don't know who he is. That just means that everybody looks at him like he is the Jerry West of, he's the logo. You feel me? So if you are into it a little bit or whatever, like even if you're not into it, you know Murder Mook. That's why he has to be Jerry West of the
But
shit.
niggas
also
don't know
Mike,
Jerry
though.
West. If you go up to a random person on the street and be like, you know who Jerry West
No.
is? It's gonna be
No, but if you
They
ask
know-
a
they know
nigga
what
that's
the
in the
silhouette
game,
is. They know
who
what
is
the
the
logo is.
silhouette, they're gonna say
but
Jerry
everybody know
West.
Mook though.
But Mook would.
I give
would
Mook
be
Jordan.
West and Jordan. He's that great.
Okay. I'll give you that.
He could double.
Nah. Mook, if Mook is gonna be the logo, then what's the name?
Who's
Then Lux gotta fall under him as Jordan. It's the only way
Lux-
it makes
Lux-
sense.
Lux
There's
is
no
Co-
way
Lux
I can
is
make
Kobe.
Mook.
Yeah.
There's no way I
That's
can
what
make
Lux
Mook
is.
both of
The
them and
assassin.
then just
Yeah.
leave
Nah,
Lux
I
off
don't-
the
I-
list.
I
That's
I give
wild.
Geechee Kobe.
Yeah.
I give Geechee Kobe. LA too.
Lux would be Kobe.
Mook
bro.
is still
Stealing it.
Mook is still the best at it. Like he's the
best at what?
battle rapping.
You saying Mook is the best battle rapping in the world?
I'm saying he's the best battle rapper to ever battle rap. You might could beat him today, maybe,
Okay,
but you
I
couldn't
can get
start
with that.
battle rapping 20 years ago and still could beat Tay Rock
I get that.
in his prime.
Exactly.
You probably couldn't do that.
All right, look, I'm gonna say it like this. You brought up Arsenal first. We talking disrespect.
Ooh.
That's where I'm thinking Arsenal. I'm thinking NBA. I'm
Oh, you
thinking,
want Draymond.
I'm thinking
That's
Rasheed
Ron
Wallace.
Artest.
I'm thinking Draymond.
Ben
Dennis
Wallace.
Rodman.
But he's a legend.
Facts.
Who's the most disrespectful legend in basketball history?
Charles Barkley.
No. The most disrespectful nigga.
Kevin Garnett.
No. Who's the
Gilbert
most
Arenas.
disrespectful nigga, man?
Rasheed Wallace?
What comes off as disrespect?
No. The most disrespectful nigga in
can't think of
NBA.
his
He did the
name.
most disrespectful thing
The
to the
most
United
disres-
States that you could ever do.
Oh my gosh, what's his name? The
To the
crazy
United
nigga.
States.
The bull.
Yo, don't quote me.
Nigga with the
I was gonna say, who
Who's
the
the nigga
fuck?
with the piercings? The freaky.
No, he said Dennis Rodman.
Yeah.
That's who he said.
That
That's
is
who
the
he
most
said. But I was gonna
disrespectful
say, no, I said Ron already. I was gonna say, who the fuck was I about to say? He said I was gonna say, what's my man name? Matt Barnes. That's who I was gonna say. Cause Matt Barnes
Barnes is dirty.
he was so dirty.
Chris Paul's dirty.
Yeah.
That's another.